Hey everyone.
Thank you. I'll be right with you, dude.
Hey everyone. So we'll wait a couple of minutes until 3, maybe 5, so everyone can join. Please use the chat. We'll have a Q&A section at the end. And we're also going to try to answer all your questions in the chat as well, but you'll get a chance to talk with us directly. Yes, Eric, the session will be recorded, and it will be sent over the newsletter. Yeah. All right, let's wait 1 more minute and then we can slowly start. Yes, Bobby.
Hey, Alex. Thank you. So do we have any update on the white label for the other agencies, other investors that we talked about?
Yes, we're going to tackle this here.
This year?
We're going to talk about it, yes.
Awesome. Got it. Awesome.
All right, so hey, William. Yeah, let's kick it off. I'm going to start with you all for start. Bobby, if you could please raise your lower your hand for now. All right, let me share the screen. All right, 1 second. So I have the chat open here so I can see. Can everybody see my screen right now? Okay, thank you. Hi all. It's really nice to see new faces, but also old faces. We really love doing those webinars and seeing all your support each new webinar. So this is really amazing. I know this is a real roller coaster, especially those who already are with us. They know what we're saying about this, and yeah, let's start diving into today's session. Today's session, we're going to present our native workflow builder and our AI Copilot. Please, just a caveat, if you have any questions, for now, shoot them into the chat. We'll try answer there. And also, we're going to have the FAQ section at the end. For those ones who are new, let me introduce myself. I'm Alex. I'm founding product manager here, and alongside me, there's Sassoon. There were a couple of the engineers, Lev. I've seen also Niklas joining our growth manager. So a bunch of our team is also here. Also Leo, yeah, our AI engineer as well here. So let's start without I was just letting more people to join. So let's start. We're going to do the agenda, but we're going to do it differently this time. Instead of starting with the workflow builder, who's the number one here, we're going to start with the AI Copilot. Then we'll go to tackle the roadmap, and we'll show you into the roadmap what we've done in the last 3 weeks since we had this last webinar and what we're planning to do next. Spoiler, we've done a lot of things. Hopefully you've seen most of those and you're happy with those. And at the last, we have the interactive QA session where you have the chance to ask questions, request things, and tell us what would you like to see or what you don't currently like from us. We also expect negative feedback. That's helpful. Okay, so I'm going to quickly swipe through some slides here because, all right, starting with the prompt copilot. So we know prompting was always an issue for our customers. We had initially a GPT for helping users do the prompting, but most often people had specific cases that they wanted to do prompting or a really personalized way of doing prompting. And we try to simplify that. We also have a new structure alongside the prompt copilot. It doesn't follow the old one. We also added some big rules behind the logic of the prompting, how it works. Now it really enhances the voice and makes it sound way smoother than before. So in the V1 of the prompt copilot, we integrated inside our interface an assistant that will help you write better prompts, will help you rewrite existing prompts if you have those, and overall that will mean better calls for you. Yeah, here this is a sneak peek on how the assistant will look like, and I'm going to show you actually how it works because it's going to be live in a second. Let me refresh the page. 1 second. All right. So this is our interface. We can start with a new agent or we can pick an existing one. It doesn't matter. Let's pick a random one. Here we have Paul. Let's go to the prompt. Right now in V1, we have it here. It's hidden, let's say, beneath a button. You click on it and this will wake up the Copilot. For now, it takes a bit of time to load up, but this will be improved in V2. In the V2, spoiler alert, we're going to change the entire flow of the prompting of the UI. It will get even better. So let's start. This is the default starting point. It will ask you what type of call do you want to do? It's an inbound or an outbound call. Then it will ask you about the call objectives like providing support, book appointments, do outbound calls, qualifying leads, and all of those details. Do you want to propose an example here in the chat? Do you have an idea? What prompt should we build? If someone has, quick, write in the chat. Booking a call, inbound or outbound, Jerry? Right. Okay. Let's see. All right. Henry for an AI automation agency. All right, Nick, service accommodation company. I will do Henry because he was first. So let's see what's the output. Great, focusing on outbound. All right. All right, good. Let me scroll down a bit. We need to share a bit more information about the background of the company, the intended role of the AI voice assistant, and our target audience, and what unique value proposition we have. So I'm not going to write those, but the AI will guide you through the conversation to ask you the correct information, to have context, to provide the best prompt, also script into the prompt. So let's do do a demo for an let's pick AI automation agency. Yes, as I've told you, it has a bit of thinking time. All right, so it generated the first part, company information, value proposition. It asked to really prompt these inputs here. All right, I don't want to do all of those. Please do a demo with a fictitious company. Now it's generating the big part of it. Let's see. All right. Okay, so this is the first draft. It will first generate a draft that you iterate with it, and then it will generate the entire script. So what it done here, it added the foundation information, which is basically information about the agent, the role, the objective, company information, value proposition. Oh, look, it says Synth Tech Solutions. I didn't plan that. Yes, it will be possible to scrape websites in the V2. We have that. Yeah. The value proposition, target audience, demo objectives. All right. Objection handling. It generates some sample objection handling, and then it will go into the script framework. And here is the script that it generated. All right. All right. Yes. It will ask you if you have more feedback, or it should provide the final prompt. Yes, move forward. Henry, yes, I mean, we're going to have some information about that, but usually a native prompt can increase a bit the latency. But if you structure it properly, it doesn't feel that much latency. But we recommend having more focused prompts or a specific objective. But we're coming with a solution, which Sassoon will present in a second, on how to handle a bit more context using some agent teams. Not going to say more than that. Okay, so it generated the final version. So it says the prompt starts here. This is the entire prompt. It goes below, and it generated the entire prompt. This is what we have generated. You'll have to, for now, you'll have to manually copy it from here, close it, add it here, and it's added. You have your new generated prompt. The markdown format, the funnel doc I've seen you asked, is just because OpenAI understands better. But in the next V2, you will not need to add this. Or if you're asking about the format of the prompt, this is how we actually use it right now, more specifically. Yeah, so this is the AI Copilot. This is how it works. It takes a bit of 3 minutes, 4 minutes to generate it. But yeah, you can also iterate with it. I mean, after you finish it, if you click on it again, it will start again, but you can input back the script and say, hey, I want to improve this. I want to do some adjustments into the prompt. So I would just copy this. Let me open this one more time for those who have existing prompts. Say improve this following prompt, and it should do that. Yes, it's about iteration. Yeah, so this is the prompt copilot. I'm really keen to see how you guys are going to use it and really break it, because this is the only way we will be able to make it better. Internally, we're using this for a couple of months. We're iterating on it with our customers to make it really, really well and output a good prompt that you could use. So it's trained based on our help of providing to other people. So it should do really well. Now this will be available for all plans. Any more questions regarding the prompt copilot? Or should we move further? It's still generating. Yeah, I give it a bit. Can you pass it through API to generate the? No, not now, but it will be there. Yeah. All right. Sassoon, you're here.
Yes, absolutely.
We're ready to move on, or
Yes, let me take it from here. Can you give me access to share my screen?
yes, you should have it. 1 second, please.
All right. Yes, hello everyone. Sassoon here, one of the co-founders of Synthflow. Today, I'm super happy to show you our native integrated workflow builder. So we have heard your needs. We have talked to a bunch of you on daily basis. And one of the things that we encountered is that making the call is great, but what we essentially want is extracting information and moving the business. And you can do that mostly by integrating to all the tools, be it a CRM, be it other apps like sending emails, etc. And this is why we created our workflow builder. I hope you can all see my screen. Alex?
Yes, we can see it. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, within our dashboard, you will have now the possibility to create workflows. And we integrate now with more than 200 tools natively in our application without you being requested to move out to any other third party. Think of it as a voice AI first Zapier or Make. And it is similar to all the other providers for workflows that you know, for example, also with Go High Level, there you have the trigger and then you have the actions, right? And in this example, I have the Typeform trigger and I have the Synthflow action. And just to give you a sneak peek of the tools that you can use, we have here Airtable, we have Cal.com, Calendly, ClickUp, you name it. There is like actually quite a lot, more than 200 tools here from Google Drive, Google My Business, HubSpot, etc. The list goes on, and we will keep adding new tools here that are not there yet. So reach out to us, and we are happy to integrate them customly. Going back, what we want to make is basically, in this case here, I have a type form. Could be any form. As we discussed, there are a lot of different tools that you can connect, but in this use case, we have a type form. Once that type form is filled out, we want to make a phone call based on that information. This is one flow. And once the phone call is done, what we want to do is basically capture the information of that phone call. So getting the transcription and all the details of that phone call to do some further processing. So what we will do is basically allow you in this get call info workflow to catch the information via our native webhook. So we get the information of the call shot over to this webhook here, and then we can do downstream actions. And in this case, what we do is we use the text agent of Synthflow, which is also part of our product. And this text agent will basically, in this case, transform the transcription of the call to a bullet point list. And yeah, once we have that as a bullet point list, we will shoot that over as an email. This is what I want to build now with you. So hang in tight. What we are going to do here now is we need to get this set up. And to start with that, I need to trigger now one test so we get the first request into our webhook so we can further process the data. It's similar to Go High Level and all the tools, right? So I prepared here now a form. I fill this out now. What's your name? David. What do you need? To buy a house in Hollywood. Okay. And then my telephone number. And I submit this. And I think I made a small mistake here. I should click on the test trigger. So we actually wait for that webhook to be triggered. But no worries. We can just try it again. So just to confirm here, what I do is I click here to initialize this. It's in the initialization mode. And then I fill out here again. To buy a house in Hollywood. And then I pass here my telephone number. I submit. And then we give it a little bit to get that information. Just confirm here if I have done everything right. And that looks good. I will just wait here a bit. Nothing arrived yet. Let me check what here the issue is.
Meanwhile, guys, until Sassoon checks the issue, could you write what other integrations are you looking for to see inside our app? Write in chat, please. Yes, Tim, we actually really want to kick off doing make. We had a couple of hiccups there, but yeah, we're going to do that. Alex, why Calendly? Because we have call.com, which is a cheaper version of Calendly for now. Odo, I don't know what's Odo. Sorry, Kirk. I will have to Google it. Yes, Manny, you will be able to extract information or trigger workflows during the call. Actually, you can extract already information, and you will be able to trigger live webhooks during the call soon. Yeah. Let me check what Odo or Kirk. Clay integration. Yeah. Ready?
Let me check. Yeah, so I think I forgot to add my telephone number to the agent. So I will give it a try again. So let me retest here now. And that looks good. I get a call.
Hello, I am calling from Majestic Estates. I've seen you complete our form on the website about buying or renting. Do you have a couple of minutes to finish the request?
Yes, sure.
Great.
And this was just for initialization, actually. So let's move back into our get workflow where we get the information. And then we can check here and see. Yeah, so it didn't trigger it. I did something wrong, I guess, here. Let us recheck this. Let us debug this. So I go through it once again. Let's do it together. One thing is that I get here. I get here the connection of my type form. This is to be right. I have the lead form that I selected. This is also correct. Then I have here the connection. It seems to be right. What I can do here is also getting the trigger, which was not working. That's the issue here. But it seems to be right. So let me try again one more time. What would it be for a demo if there wouldn't be an issue, right? This is hot off the press. But let's give it one more try.
A good demo needs a screw up. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The call recordings are saved on Twitter side already, so you could pull them directly into Google Drive if you want that.
Okay, so this worked. I got now the submission. This is what I wrote. Yeah, David is the name, and I want to buy a house. So basically, whatever was submitted in the type form is now ingested here into my trigger, right? And this was the required step now for me to further take this and automate this. So what I can do is now, once I got this submission from Typeform, finally, I can basically select the answers, right? So here, I want to put a dynamic field now for the telephone number that was added. So I go into this answer, and then I insert the number here, right? And so similar to Go High Level and other tools, we are passing now here the dynamic data. And now also for the recipient, I'll go here into the answers. And David here is the one that I want. Again, we are not importing here static data, but specifically the data from the form. We have now the webhook URL added here. This is fine. And then you can also do more fancy stuff with the custom variables and adding the prompt. So this is fine now, finally. So the make phone call action is, we are fine with this one here. So let's close the loop with the get call. All right. And then, yeah, we have here the same thing where we are waiting for the webhook request, basically. I would skip that for now. And yeah, basically what you can do then is ingest the data that you get into the webhook and then take that further and transform it and do whatever you want, right? It can be very complex here that you also do things like branching and have like specific conditions. You can have a condition within a condition and connect various other tools here, easily connectable, for example, with Airtable. But you can also do then custom API calls within our workflow builder here. And one other cool thing, we will discuss more about that in the roadmap, is that this can be also then dynamically within the telephone call that you have. So you can shoot actually information into this workflow process while being on the call. But yeah, we'll go into that a little bit later. Yeah, so that's a wrap up. New workflow builder, more than 200 apps now integrated into Synthflow easily. You will have them into the higher tiers of our subscription plans. And yeah, you will need to create two actions, which is basically one making the phone call, and the second one is getting the data from the webhook and then doing further downstream processes. Cool.
Thank you, Sassoon. Let's move to the roadmap. People are excited. Let me share the screen and you can tell me when to. 1 second. All right. We've done this. All right.
Yeah, I can walk you through this as well. So I have 2 slides here on the roadmap. One is the things that we are done. We are updating you as well on the email, but I just wanted to reiterate on the topics that are there yet and the next topics we are going to work on. So one is the improvement of the voice. This is an evergreen topic. I think we improved quite a lot. That's the feedback that we got from your side, but we are continuously working on that, making the voice faster, making it more reliable, making it sounding more human. We have shipped some significant updates here, so you should see definitely a change now in the reliability of the voice. As shown before, we have the new workflow builder that you can also try out without the need now going into third-party tools like Make or Zapier. You can do the whole flows also within Synthflow. The prompt Copilot, as shown by Alex today, is something that we also released, and we're continuously working on that by making it even more easier for you to integrate that into the agent creation. And as a fourth point, we have now also the capabilities for your sub accounts to charge them on a monthly subscription fee. So not only rebilling based on the usage of the minutes, but actually setting a monthly subscription fee for the sub accounts that you would like to charge. This is a highly requested feature. We shipped that for you, as well as as a fifth point, being able to extract data within our Synthflow actions. So you don't need to create, again, any Zapier or other GPT type of extractions. You can do that natively within our tool to extract information from the transcript. And then we have worked on to the black labeling, or the capability for you to not only sell to sub-accounts, but also to sell to the agencies. So you as an agency, you can actually resell to agencies, and they have the full capabilities for that as well. This is something we will ship gradually and make it available for you in a more gradual manner until we move that to general availability. Yeah, the prompting Copilot mentioned already. Under the hood, we also worked on the new prompt structure, as well as we will release today the capability to add custom vocabulary. So if there are some words that the AI that is not aware of, then it usually has some issues pronouncing that, or keeping track of that. And with the custom vocabulary, you can add words so that it's available to the knowledge of the AI. Yeah, I see a lot of people happy about the black label. That's great. Yeah, let's move to the next slide. Oh, is that? Yeah. So what are we going to work on? Among other things, it's the assistant teams. Assistant teams is a quite exciting feature. Imagine you being able to create a team of agents, of AI agents that work together, or that once you're on a phone with the prospect, the agents are passing the human, similar to an IVR tree, but more intelligent, to the specific expert. So you can set up a team. One is kind of the financing guy, one is the HR person, or one has knowledge about this, the other one has knowledge about that, or someone is responsible for the appointment booking, the other agent is responsible for the data extraction or lead qualification. You can just with one number handle all of those cases, whereas when the prospect is on the phone, he can voice that he wants to book an appointment, or he can voice that he is interested in a specific product. He gets dynamically routed to that specific agent. So yeah, multi-agent, agent team, agent swarm. We still maybe need to figure out about the trademark here for this feature, but that's essentially the idea of that. Voice improvements, as I mentioned, evergreen. So we want to give you also the possibilities to create or change the speed of the voice, to make it faster, to make it slower, as well as adding more emotions to the voice and making it sound even more human realistic. Third point is adding the live API actions. Similar to what I just showed you, you will be able to also execute API calls during the calls with any other third-party provider. So whether you are in a call and then being able to query some tickets, look into a database to fetch some information, we want you to be able to do those API calls during the call to augment the information that the AI has real time. And as well as black label, adding more capabilities to the black label that we already have, and adding further features to that. Copilot is something we started, we shipped that already. However, there's still things we can improve and will improve, and we'll also learn by the data and make it even better, as well as having new AI assistant templates. You have probably already seen them, or you're using them for the real estate, outbound and inbound. We want to make it for you even easier to get started with the agents by having already pre-configured agents. So this is something we will continuously work on. And as a last point, once you create an agent for your client, what we see is most of the time it's just the same process, and you want to adjust just tiny things. We want to give you the possibility to just like clone or copy the agent and paste it into another sub account, or just generally being able to copy and clone the agents. This is something we will ship as well. Yeah, of course, there's much more under the hood happening, but those are the major topics.
Thank you, Sassoon. Yeah, I have a question regarding, I want to ask the audience regarding the templates and the cloning. Some users on the agency requested also they can create templates. I'm curious on your thoughts on that. And I'm also curious if there's like excitement for possible template marketplace, like sharing templates among you, building for someone, maybe charging for templates and so on. Right, William. William, you're most excited. Yeah. Right. Yes, we'll take that in consideration. All right, we can move to the FAQ part. FAQ, sorry, to the Q&A part. Yeah, please raise your hand or write your question here into the chat. And yeah, Sailullah, sorry if I did pronounce your name wrong. You can talk.
Full hai. Okay, so my question, there are two questions. One is when our call will be done, and then we are receiving call recording in our logs, but we want to save that, send that voice recording to the Google Drive or any other platform. Is that option available right now or in the future?
Right now, no, but we're going to add the Twilio URL recording in the API, so you can fetch it and move it to a Google Drive or anything like that. Right now, we don't host the recordings. Twilio is hosting the recordings. So we're going to add that in the API key, and you'll be able to copy from there in the API key, sorry, in the API call, and you'll be able to push it to any environment that you want.
Okay, another one question is that like when we call will be missed or there should have any voicemail or another, can we send voicemail from our assistant to them?
Sorry, I didn't understood. Send them what?
If the call is not connected with any reason, we have like failed or we got voicemail, then after that we want to send them a voice mail to
Oh,
them
a
that
voicemail drop. Okay.
yep.
Yes, this is on our roadmap as well. You didn't see it here, but a lot of people are requesting that. It's something we're going to work on. I don't have a clear API on that. No, if Sassoon can help us with that.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
definitely something super important. I'm not sure if it will be in the next 2 weeks, but certainly this month.
Yeah. Right. Usually our vision is spread across maximum 3 weeks because things are moving quick, but our backlog is quite heavy, so we prioritize based on really quick customer feedback. Justin, you're the next one, please. You're muted, Justin. Okay, I know. Yes. Craig, to what extent is all the functionality that has been discussed currently? Which functionality, Craig, exactly are you referring to right now?
Yes, what I'm talking about specifically are the SMS texting capability, the agent non-voice functionality, outreach via SMS text or other channels. I may have missed that at the beginning, but to me, I mean, that's a game changer as somebody who is using Go High Level. The fact that we now have a Copilot or an agent that can utilize SMS, that can integrate with the voice capability. I just don't know if that is that texting, that SMS texting capability is integrated into Go High Level or not.
Sassoon, do you want to take this?
So we have the SMS capability within the agent tools, let's say. So our agent can send SMSs, etc. It's not a standalone feature per se that you can connect it to Go High Level and use the SMS feature without the voice agent, if that's what you're
Sure.
asking for.
No, I
But
think the integrative capabilities, Sassoon, to have both together is extremely powerful.
absolutely. Yep. This is something you can use today already. So you can basically program when an SMS should be sent
Yep.
and also what the content of the SMS should be. You can do that today already.
Okay. Just a quick follow on there. If we're using CloseBot or a tool like that, Zappy Chat, you know, these platforms with Go High Level, would you say then that the functionality within Synthflow can replace that effectively?
Yeah, I think CloseBot and Zappy they do great work. I think for text they're doing decent. I think we are a completely different product with the voice. I'm not aware that they're going into that turf. So it's for me it's a different kind of product there. So I don't see that as exclusive. You could use both. You could just use Synthflow for all the voice and text.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. So I'm very, very excited about this new release.
Awesome.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you. Thank you.
Justin?
Sorry, I couldn't get my thing unmuted for some reason. It wasn't clicking. Hey guys, good to see you again. I have a question for you, and I don't know if you've clarified this, but with the new workflow feature, are you replacing what you've already created for Go High Level, like your integration within Go High Level, you know, you've had before? So now, if let's just say, so instead of all of it with, well, how might I best explain this? So previously to the workflow, you've had this integration with Go High Level, right? So you have the app that you install within GHL. So then, or the snapshot, right? So then you have, so is this workflow now? So if I have like a tag that's triggered, somebody's interested in the product or wants to talk or whatever, now it goes within Synthflow's workflow. You see what I'm saying? So now it kind of goes into that ecosystem, or how, like, am I making sense here?
Yes. So you can still continue using Go High Level in conjunction with our app, where you use then the Go High Level automation and workflows and do everything there. But our native workflow builder will give you also the capabilities now to do that without going into Go High Level. So you can do both. I think where it's super strong kind of reason to use us instead of the Go High Level workflow builder is specifically when you want to integrate with other tools than Go High Level. So having Go High Level integration, yes, within one workflow to add tags, get the contact information, but then also sending follow-up emails, sending I don't know, mail term, updating a form or whatever that is outside of Go High Level, you can do that even more easily within our tool, besides going into Go High Level, as well as the financial component, right? Because for certain actions within Go High Level, you have to pay for each usage, and we are there more generous. So that could be also one point to take into consideration.
All right, excellent.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And then one final kind of quick question. With your integrations list, do you have Instantly involved with that as well? As far as your integration?
I need to check that. Instantly was definitely on our list.
Let me check. Or you're on. Let me.
No, we don't have it right now. It's in progress. Just checked it.
Yeah, that would be huge. You're doing cold outreach and then somebody's interested in the lead and I can trigger a voice call to call them. with
Yeah,
the data.
absolutely. We have MailChimp and some other like mail providers, but Instantly is super nice. So that's why it's also on our roadmap.
Just a
All
moment.
right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
General, if you have any suggestions of integrations, if you have any integration in mind but you don't find it in the workflow builder, you can make a suggestion and we can pick it up and potentially include it.
Yeah. Thank you, Albert. Albert joined with the operations. I think everyone knows Albert here. Yes, Jan, you are next.
Yeah, thank you. So the workflow is amazing. Thank you for that. I was just wondering, when we trigger an email, I think Henry also asked this, what is the proper way to catch an email? While testing, I was just saying my email and it didn't go correctly. So is there a better way to, I don't know, spell it or try again or something so I can properly send the email while we're talking?
Yes,
Yeah, go on.
absolutely. That's a good point. So this is the restriction of the AI itself, because if you have a weird name like I do, then the AI has certainly troubles transcribing that or capturing that. So what we see works the best right now with people that are using this on scale is instructing the AI in the prompt to tell the human to spell the email. This works the best. And with that, you will have a higher accuracy of capturing the email. This is what we see on the production data. And if you actually think about it with like the human way of doing that, it's exactly the same, right? I have a weird name, and if I need to pass my email, I still have to spell it most of the times, because also in human would struggle like just getting that from the first shot of hearing it.
Perfect.
Does it
And I
answer
guess,
the question?
yeah, super. And I guess we can even ask, let's say, like, wait a bit and ask, did you get the email? So they can confirm. I guess that could be it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So first asking to spell it and then reiterating it, making sure that is correct. I think we have it also in our prompt templates written like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Fantastic. And just the second question, very quick. Is there a way to control the length of the calls so they don't go over, I don't know, like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that?
Yes, there is a way you can define the minutes of the call length. Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Great work. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan.
So
Bobby, please.
Yeah, Alex, did we get to talk about the white label for other partners? Meaning, if I bring in, I think we were talking about it in our one-on-one, right?
Yeah, that's the black label that Sassoon just mentioned. That's what we're going to do. That's exactly that your request.
Got it. And what's the time frame? Sorry, I missed that part.
We start working on it, Sassoon, I think 2 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong.
yes, until we roll it out, generally, yes, that would be about the time frame.
That's cool, no worries. And the other question I have is, let's just say with the white label I'm already thinking about. Now, if I create 10 accounts or 12 accounts, each of them with 500 minutes, right? And then a surcharge, a rebilling option. Now, my question is, are those 500 minutes that I give to every account, are they locked? Or if one of the clients is using more, will it be for the first 6,000 minutes? Does that make sense?
I think I understood. You caught it mid sentences, but yeah, they're not locked in. The minutes are not locked in. So if one customers are consuming them, they're not locked in. You don't get
Yeah.
out. You
So
don't waste them.
I'll make it simple. So basically, let's say I have my account and your account, right? And with white label, we get 6,000 minutes. Now, let's say the two accounts, we say 3,000 minutes is the limit. Now, afterwards, if we both end up using 3,000 minutes, we'll be just paying the rebilling charge, whatever it is. But let's say the next month, you are not using your account at all, and then I end up using all the 6,000 minutes. My question for you is, since we set up the 3,000 minutes as a limit on your account, will that be deducted from the original 6,000 minutes? And because I'm using on my account a 6,000 minutes, will I be paying additional charge for the 3,000 minutes? That's the question. If it makes any sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. So first, yeah, we will deduct first from your budget that you have. If you have 6,000 minutes, we will deduct from that 6,000 minutes till it's depleted, one. And second, yeah, it's non-blocking. So you can have 1,000 minute allocation total per month on your agency plan, but you can add 1,000 for each of your sub accounts, let's say for 5, and then you have in theory 5,000 allocation, but
Right.
we will then just charge the overreach. So we will charge you 1,000 once it's depleted from your budget, and then the 4,000 that will be consumed more, then those are just like pay as you go, if it makes sense.
After cumulative 6,000 minutes are over for all the accounts under my agency, right?
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Okay. I think I got this idea, and then I got an idea how it will work. And then when we create an account, let's say I charge $250 for 500 minutes, hypothetically. Now, every month they'll be rebilled $250, and every month the minutes will be reset for that account, right?
Yes.
It's not rollover. It's not rollover minutes. Whatever they don't use, we don't roll over. We just
Correct.
keep resetting the 500 minutes limit. Awesome.
Correct.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Sure.
very much, Bobby. Yeah, anyone else with questions or want to ask a question or write a question inside the chat, and we can tackle it there. No? All right. I think this is it. Oh, Jan, yes, please.
Last one. No, I didn't quite get if it's available already in the Copilot, the possibility to put the URL, or will be available in the future?
Sorry,
in
can you
the,
repeat?
yeah. So to create the prompt in the previous GPT that you had, you were able to add a URL that's
Oh, yes.
website.
Yes, we're going to add that functionality in the V2, which will have a lot of improvements, but it will be able to scrape in a similar way that done the GPT. Yeah, we have it ready, but we didn't activate it yet.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's really helpful.
Yeah, thank you. William asked about the status of the feedback for agencies. Yes, we really thought about this, but we need to sketch it and properly scope it to send it out. It's about as an agency, you want to receive feedback from your sub-accounts, your customers, in a way that you can manage that feedback. So more like an administrative panel where you can manage all of that feedback in a single window. Yeah. Wait, so Jeff, sweet, the trial minutes, so no, there are different minutes that we're talking about in the plans. So on the agency plan, well, on the 1,400, you get 6,000 minutes. Those are like credits for anything, yes. Those minutes reset each month. Those are resetting. Those you cannot stack them up. Does that make sense? Nick, can I ask what is the typical setup fee the most agency charging? No, but Bobby was talking about the other minutes that you buy also for when you're selling more, not when you set up an agency sub account. You can set them a specific amount of minutes for each sub account. You set some couple of on their tiers. You set up minutes, so that don't roll over if they don't use it. That roll over, sorry.
Can I ask a question just to clarify this?
Yes.
Okay, Alexa, stop. So let's just say, so my agent, I have the agency account, so I have I would have sub accounts. So I get the 6,000 minutes, right, for the month. And if I don't, let's say I only use for whatever reason 4,000, that leaves an extra 2,000 I didn't use. That 2,000 does not go into the next month.
No, they don't roll over.
Okay.
The renewal. Yes, the renewal next month you'll have 6,000 again.
Okay, thanks.
All right, cool. Yeah, if you have any further questions, we are always responsive in our intercom, as well as a bunch of you guys are on our Slack. Happy to keep the conversation over there. If there is anything, feel free to shoot us a message. We have always an open ear for you guys. Yeah, let's keep going.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll send the recording.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Can I get the recording? I missed the first part of the call.
Yes, we'll send over the email.
Cheers. Thank you. Just a random voice at the end. Thank you. Bye.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.